We're here at the final season. If you've been paying attention, the reason why we came back was so that we could pass Giancarlo Stanton for the all-time home run record. With that being said, I feel like we've done a lot in terms of accolades, team success. So right now it's all about that record and ending on top. Because that's one thing I was looking at is the numbers are getting ridiculous. We're trying to get to like 8 something at this point. So it is what it is. We get to go against Cincinnati, which is kind of what I've been talking about. It's just not getting different opportunities against different teams. But here goes another different team, I guess you could say. Here we are, top of the third. No one on, 2 out, tied at 1, first pitch. And technically, Cincinnati's not another team. What I meant by that, like I've gone through before in previous episodes, is like getting to play a Detroit. But let me get that. I haven't said that much this career, but that's a good little hit. We're trying to get the double. And that's crazy. This dude's like 41 years old getting doubles, bro. That's crazy. And like if you've been paying attention again, the last couple seasons he's been up there in doubles and triples at the halfway point. So shoot, he ain't lost a step. Here we are, top of the 6th. We got 2 on, 2 out, tied at 4. First pitch, nice little base hit. That's gonna bring in 1. Excuse me. I think he probably could have went. Nah. It's better if they don't go, because at the end of the day, too, they just going to get us out and then mess up everything that we got going on, especially with, I believe, 2 outs. So, yeah, just stay where you're at. Normally, I get mad when people don't try to get extra bases, but it is what it is. Especially, like, in important situations. It's a good little opening day right here for the last time. Here we are, top of the 8th, 1 on, 2 out, down by 3. Another nice little base hit. That's not bad, man. It's crazy because I always feel like on opening day, I don't necessarily play my best. I don't always get a home run. I don't always put on a show. But shoot, tonight I am, man. Definitely been able to get on base. Get some nice little timely hits in a sense. And end up finishing with the win, 7-4, and I went 3 for 5. No home run, like I said, but either way, man, we're going to have our opportunities. I'm obviously going to have to show you me chasing down Stanton to get the record, and obviously you're going to see the last game, and so we have other opportunities to try to still get some home runs and stuff like that, so we go out, like I said, on top, not necessarily, like when some guys, like I've seen A-Rod play in his 40s, and some other guys, man, when they go out, it's like they kind of limping out. But me at 41, shoot. I think I'm different, obviously, having the attributes and the ability. I probably could play until I get 1,000 home runs, but to me, I think that is so odd. So here we are. We are in 3rd place, 1 game back. So that's really not nothing. I mean, one game is not nothing. And then here we are in June. We're in 2nd place in the division, 2.5 games back. Now here in July at the halfway point, we're in 2nd in the division with 3.5 games back. And then in terms of statistics, we're hitting 366 with 30 home runs. Damn, why can't I speak, bro? It's been kind of like a struggle, I feel like, this episode. Can't really talk and get what I want out. But like I said, too, look, 9,000 training points, bro. I'm going to be fine. I can get what I need, and I shouldn't be worried about getting demoted or anything like that, like how it happened with Osvaldo's career. I should be fine. And I've gotten a hit, it looks like, in a few games straight. So, I mean, I look good. 17 years in. I believe this would be year 18, by the way. But as we go look at it, let's see. In the last 10 games, what have I been doing? 415, 17 hits, 6 home runs in the last 10 games. Yeah, he on some other stuff. Because we haven't really been at that level in a while. And then in terms of home runs, we're first in the league. That's crazy, though, for it to be our last year and we're still that good. First in the MVP voting. Second for the Hank Aaron Award. Like I said, man, dang, I can't say a word straight. A word right. We kind of lapped like 70,000 more votes for starting the All-Star game. And it's not even one of those weird, like, you know how it is sometimes when you get an award because, like, oh, he was one of the greats awards. This is, I mean, I'm still good. Still out there putting in the work, like, getting results. So it's not one of those fake awards. Ah, man. Of course we start off 0-2 to make me look bad in terms of what I'm saying. Of course we do that. But let's see, man. I feel like I had a home run in every All-Star game. So bottom of the 6, no one on, no one out, down by 1, first pitch. It's gone, by the way. That's definitely gone. Like I said, and it's been a reoccurring theme, I've only not hit a home run in 2 All-Star games. Where are we? In Tropicana, right? That's the field with that weird little fountain and stuff, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. Is it Miami? Well, shoot, I see the Miami logo in the back. I mean, Miami does have a weird thing like that, the newer stadium, because, like, when you think about it, when we played with Sebastian, that was, 2 years back? I don't think they had this in yet, like this stadium and stuff like that. So it actually might be Miami. Yeah, it's Miami. That's cool, though. I mean, I got that win in my final All-Star game, 8-7, and I went 1 for 3 with a home run. And it looks like, I wonder why I had that weird glitchy showing. I'm about to say, am I the player of the game? No, I'm not. Because normally, like, when it sets up like that behind home plate with that shot, it's usually because you're a player of the game. But, I mean, I did enough in terms of getting me a home run. I'm hitting 376 with 32 home runs and 113 RBI right now. And every time we get over 100 at the halfway point in terms of RBI, I end up winning MVP. So, I don't know, man. I do not know. It's setting up to be another one of those years, though. What the heck are we trading first baseman? It looked like it was 2 first basemen on there. What are we doing? Don't tell me we're trying to get our succession plan. Because I'm not even on a farewell tour. It's like, let me get the record in whatever tour. Like, I'm not even, oh yeah, let's go to every arena and sell out and show everybody the last time or the last, you know what I'm saying? Best great hitter. And nah, we ain't even on all that attraction stuff. So here we are at the end of the season, basically in October. And we are first in the division. I think we're like 50 games up. And with a win here in my final regular season game, hitting 372, 59 home runs, 209 RBI, bro. This guy's sick. He said, yeah, I'm going out, but I'm gonna get 50. I'm gonna get 60. My bad. I'm about to say 50. I'm gonna get 60 though. Top of the first, 1 on, 1 out, tied at 0. And first pitch, all right, he gonna run away from me this game. I don't know, man. Obviously, this is a monumental situation, and we're lapping the league. We got 11 more than the next closest dude. He probably isn't gonna win MVP. Definitely, I can see it. Definitely. Add that to the total. What would that be? Number 9, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. All right, man. They over here bull crapping. They worried about the wrong stuff, man. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that'd be number 9. And so, yeah, that was a good little pitch. Cause if I didn't swing, I might have still. They might have gave him the corner. I don't know, man. I had to swing on that at least, make an attempt. Come on, bro. Throw me something I can actually hit. Like, give me something I can work with, bro. Don't be out here running the whole game. Because you can only run but so far. It's like Michael Myers. I'm going to get you. All right, bro. That's what you on. And that's weird, too. Like, I keep explaining. I haven't necessarily seen it to where they've just intentionally walked me. So, here we are. That's gone. Appreciate it. That's 60 in my last year, which is nuts. He definitely should have been like 30 something realistic, because it's weird because, again, I can play like four more years before the game forces me out. So he doesn't have to necessarily go and be like, oh, fall off a cliff already. But shit, 60 home runs at 41? Shit, it don't look like he falling off the cliff no time soon. At all. And then, now that I'm thinking about it, I already hit 800, so shit, if I came here and I had another 60, I'm about to put the record out of reach. I'm about to put it to like 900, bro, if I'm not mistaken. Go mess around and get 100 more than the guy that last had the record. And we end up losing again, which is kind of annoying. Every time it's a milestone for me. I think I've only won like 2 of those games. But it is what it is. I got my hit, my home run, the only hit in my final regular season game, but we lost by 4, so it wasn't really close. Actually, it looked like the Rockies went off in like the 7th or the 8th, so it actually was a little bit closer. So 371, 60 home runs, 212 RBI. It's crazy because I never really pay attention to how many RBI I end up finishing with, but I'm sure he's about to win MVP. There's nothing to think about. So we could have got to 106, which would have been tied for the most wins that we've had in my career, but you see what it was at the end. We kind of faltered. Dang, he played 160 games. God dang, they was really trying to get that farewell tour out of his ass, man. They was trying to get them tickets sold. He played almost every game, which is unheard of. Normally, you get the utility guy in there for a couple games or something. So we're down 0-2. And so far, I mean, last game I had a home run. So that's kind of saving my batting average. Now here, shoot, we 0-3. But let's see. Top of the 9th, we got 1 on, no one out, down by 1. And this looked like it got to be one of those moments for me, man. One of those big hit moments that could kind of change the tide of the game and give us another fighting chance to at least go back to being at least 2-1. You know what I mean? Not getting swept. And yeah, he threw some bullshit. And that ball might be gone. Like, we know how. So that gives us the lead. And at least, you know what I'm saying, we don't get swept in my last playoff series. At least we're going to fight back a little bit. It's crazy though, as a hitter, like whatever you're able to do is basically what they allow, because they're the ones throwing bullshit. They're the ones throwing it where you could just send it to the moon. So it's kind of weird. It's a weird love-hate relationship. Like, I love them when they throw that bull crap because they make me look good. Even in a situation where I haven't got a hit to this point. So that's why they like to try to challenge me, bro. It's not just they want to challenge because of their ego. They realize I hadn't got a hit till here in the 9th inning in the most important spot. Literally was 0-3 up until. So we ended up winning 7-6. And my one hit basically won us the game. So it's one of those. Like I've said throughout this series, you would think they would just, continue to run, walk. Especially in these kinds of situations, I think walk, bro. because you know if you mess up where it's gonna go. But again, they kind of get, like I said, full of themselves and say, shit, he ain't got to hit to this point that he gonna have to see me, which is a good way to think, man, in terms of, mono me versus you. That's actually a great way to think. But I'm only hitting 273, so we got another game to play. See if I can get that batting average up a little bit and continue to try to fight back, not go out sad and just bow out. So let's see where we're at. Top of the first, no one on, 2 out, tied at 0. Let's see if we could start strong, start fast, fouled it back. Let's see what we can get done here, bro. That wasn't a bad, it was a bad pitch actually. Bad, like B-A-D-D bad. Like that, they doing a good job, man, this pitcher right here. Because if I do get on it, ain't going to be the way I want it to be. You see where his pitches are. They're inside, all over the plate. Yeah, look at it. He trying to get me up out of there. And last game, I looked like a fool. Like I said, with just one hit. So, look at it. They know what to do now. Shit, the man done been in the league 18 seasons. About time they figured it out. I feel like the last couple episodes you see where they've been kind of like getting at me, bro. Like getting at me. Like right here, he made a mistake. And it's going off the wall, right? That's what I'm saying. 41 years old getting doubles, bro. I don't care if I sound like a broken record because we've had so many careers to this point where they wasn't getting no damn doubles ever. So, of course, I'm fascinated by it. But, yeah, we're trying to start strong right here. We're going to have a good night. I could already see it. So, top of the third, we got no one on, 1 out, down by 2. First pitch, fouled it. Yeah, it's looking like one of those nights, too, where we're just going to have to be in a battle. And then as soon as he messes up, we right there and we ready to send it. That's what it looked like, man. Second pitch, oh, yeah. Yeah. It's coming, man. I actually have always called every home run that I've hit. So, well, not every single one. But this might be a game for a home run if he keep throwing it like that. That's gone? Bruh. Hey, man, it's been a great career because, boy, I call it every time. You can see how he's throwing the ball, like, where he's putting it over the middle of the plate and he's missing high. So it's like, all right, bro, you keep missing high. You putting it over the plate. If my timing gets right, shit, we're going to need to get out the black Sharpie and start signing autographs on these baseballs. But it is what it is, man. Oh, yeah, so I ended up going back, now that I just seen him dap up that guy, bro, I ended up going back and kind of paying attention. So, in terms of the Plaza Brothers, bro, we ended up playing together for 5.5 seasons. But, real quick, let me lock in. Here we are, top of the 5th, 1 on, 1 out, and we're still down 2, even with that home run I hit. So, let me see. Is that... Yeah, that's a good ball. Oh, shit. Take your ass back. You was about to get thrown out. That's a good ball, man. I don't even know how that snuck by. But, yeah, bro. The Plaza Brothers, we only played together for 5.5 seasons. Would have been 6, but it looked like they traded him midway point of the season for a young catcher. And, obviously, we traded him to Cleveland, right? Obviously. So... I went and looked because I was like, man, he was on the team and then he just magically wasn't. It made me go check. But I didn't actually check like the stats. All I know is we went to the playoffs and we was winning every year that we was together. Here we are, top of the 7th, no one on, no one out, and we're still down by 2. Oh shit, we got one of these punk ass pitchers with the sideways, weird ass delivery. I don't like hitting home runs off of them though, because they dumbass delivery. What is he, left-handed? Man, they little stupid ass delivery, it's like so odd, but it's satisfying when we can actually put the ball in the play because it's so odd. So let's see what he got, man. Throw us something we can work with. Gotta stop running, man. What is this bullshit? And they called us a strike on that? That's what I be talking about. Like those pitches that barely catch the corner, bro. It just depend on the ump. In this game, man, they be giving them that, bro. That's some bullshit. Let me get that. At least I put it in play because I feel like with this episode and this being our last game, I actually meant to say he has played very well, regardless of the outcome. Because right now I'm looking at it, all the hits that I've gotten so far, we're still down by 2. So it's kind of weird. And I just thought about it. You know what I haven't even realized, bro? We finally played someone different. We're playing the Braves. I'm having a great game here, by the way. So top of the 9th, no one on, no one out, and we're down by 4. So I'm gonna be honest, man, it's looking bleak right now. We're finally playing somebody different. But it might be another different team that eliminates us. We kind of brought, back hope in terms of making it to where it's more of a, instead of a 2-0 sweep, we brought it back, but I don't think there's any miracle. Now, obviously, I could start the rally. I could start it like I've done before in my career, but I don't see it happening. Just like I call my home runs, I could call my defeats as well. Like, I know when to kind of like just get this hit if I can to continue, which would, I think this might be, and I don't know, obviously, what happens when I simulate, but this will be the first time that we've played and I've been able to get 5 for 5. So, or yeah, well, that's the goal, 5 for 5. So I kind of want to finish that off if this is going to be my last game. Not really worried about if we can win and get to a game 5 or what would it be? God damn, he hit me. So I'm actually going to finish 5 for 5. Well, 4 for 4, right? Because I don't think they count walks. Bro, he really hit me. That's crazy, bro. That's a nice spot to get hit, though. That's not going to hurt that much. I don't think I've gotten hit much in this career either. But, of course, they were already up by a lot. We were already in the 9th. They beat us 9-5. I ended up going 4 for 4 with a home run. And honestly, that's like the best way you could ever imagine finishing your career. Now, obviously, we lost. We're getting eliminated. We brought it back to a game 4. So I got my playoff average up to 467. And as you can see, in every single at bat, I at least got to second base. So, I mean, long story short, I did my job even though we got eliminated. I'm going to end my career first in the league. And the only thing left to do is simulate the rest of the postseason. The Twins beat the Braves in the World Series. I win the MVP and Hank Aaron Award in my final year. And I'm going to do something a little bit different. And I'm going to call this getting my retirement paperwork ready for submission. Because we already know what's going on. And normally I come back for spring training and then I retire. But I already had a farewell tour. So there's no point to prolong it. And you know what's weird? You see, I achieved Hall of Fame status like 5 years ago. So it was really because I wanted to become the all-time home run leader that this all obviously lasted as long as it did. And in terms of contracts, you know I made over $200 million in my career. So, shit, he got some bread in the bank. He got some money, man. So he ain't walking away empty-handed in terms of accomplishments or bank account. So, in 18 years, in terms of my numbers for my career, I ended up with 10,225 at-bats, 3,647 hits, 893 home runs, 2,872 RBI, and a .357 batting average. In terms of where I ranked, my 3,647 hits was 4th all time. My 893 home runs was 1st all time. My 2,872 RBI was 1st all time. And my .357 batting average was 5th all time. He had 7 seasons of over 50 home runs, 17 All-Star appearances, and 9 MVPs. Mateo Guzman. And there it goes again to another video. Follow Mateo Guzman on his journey from Mexico to the major leagues, where he becomes the all-time home run leader. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon.